There we go. Oh my god, Phoenix. No, so okay, I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. Alright. We're gonna be watching the illegal world of Crash Bandicoot bootlegs by Caddy himself. We're gonna watch another Caddy video. So we've already watched, I think, what was it like? I know we've at least watched one where he did Crash Bandicoot stuff. Was it one or two we watched already? I'm already forgetting. I'm so bad at remembering shit. But yeah, this is another one of the Crash Bandicoot videos he's done. This one's like a year ago. So we're as usual when it comes to a Caddy video, a little late. I'm a little late on watching these, but you know I'm here. Oh man, yeah, the merch one. Yeah, oh, God, the amount of merch stuff. Like I didn't realize because like I know Crash Bandicoot's popular, but the amount and the some of them I won't lie. I wouldn't mind having, especially that what was it? It was the Crash Bandicoot racing one, I think, where it's like an incense thing. That one was actually very cool. Like that one, I like that one. All right, here we go. That fucking costume thing, I swear. Help! Yeah, I need to find the incense burner. Cause I did find Bandicoot.
Hey everybody, how are you doing?
Cause I did oh what video was it? But the video where he was wearing that shirt, the Pokemon Hooters shirt, I actually found it somewhere. And I saved it because it's like I need to get it. That's another thing from his videos I need to get.
You just walked in while I was playing Beat Mania with the PS1 DJ turntable.
Not Beat Mania.
Make a good sound.
Wow, thanks DJ Mouse. The month is June, I've had my 28th birthday, the sun is out, the birds are singing. Tweet, tweet, twitty, tweet. And all of this can only mean one thing.
Was that a bird? Was that a bird? Or one of his neighbors who have finally fucking just lost it and has just started turning into a bird.
Bandicoots. Did you know that there are a surprising number of illegal copies of Crash Bandicoot games made by random members of the public completely unofficially and then sold on the shelves?
Oh shit. Yeah.
Because there are, and if you were lucky enough to live in China or Russia in the early to mid 2000s before Putin pooed in a tin, there's a good chance that you would have found some of these on physical Game Boy and Game Boy Advance cartridges in dodgy flea markets. I'm not talking about online flash games, fan projects, or ROM hacks. These are mistranslated, they're illegal, they're infamous, they're Crash Bandicoot bootlegs.
Ooh, stretchy stuff.
But if you couldn't tell, I'm not Chinese. I'm Caddy. But that doesn't mean I couldn't find any of these things. In fact, I found
again, the
these
neighbors.
three right here. And the first one is known as 2003 Crash 2 Advance for the Game Boy Color. And
what in the absolute fuck?
No, I'm not touching that. Bye, everyone. Have a nice night.
What?
This confounded thing was made by the company Syntax, which sounds like a groin cream. And looking at this cartridge, I think I'm going to need some of it because, oh me, oh my, is this cover giving me the chafes. We appear to be in a European skiing resort while a bit of Crash Bash hangs out in the background there. And, Crash with green warts over there.
Wait a minute.
An angry shoe and Humpty Dumpty with a shotgun. English treasures. Oh boy. That reminds me of the time we wanted to see Lady and the Tramp, so we all got in our truck and tripped to the train station because the road was too full of traffic. The product is fit for Game Boy Color or a machine. The product is fit for a machine. What kind of machine? This one.
Of course.
Serene life of people is in this.
That'll
fine
wake you the
cosmos.
fuck up.
There is an No,
for at least a minute, and then you'd be dead.
To surround the Earth high speed to exercise to come over. Then we cut to Uka Uka. Where is he? I do not know.
See, like,
Ow, to how.
The funny thing is that now that like AI shit is becoming so much popular to use and all that, this is what I expect now. Like, there's gonna be AAA companies out here making video games. Well, quote unquote making. They're gonna use AI for like at least 60% of it. And it's gonna look like one of these fucking bootleg games. It's gonna look, sound, and read like a dumb AI did it, and no one proofread it, or if the person that was supposed to go over the AI shit just didn't draw attention to all the mistakes. Probably because they weren't getting paid enough. This is the future right here. Bootlegs.
I still take you nearby.
$70 bootlegs.
Disappointed me too many times, and then all of a sudden Cortex steps in. Forgives me. I wasted so many years to try to conquer those stupid people. Trust me, I have a plan for resident of the weak and small people on Earth. And then we cut to Cortex enacting his evil plan and his final declaration to the planet. I'm coming. And apparently he did too much because now the planet is covered in blood. Finally, mankind of my
want to get that
planet
checked.
have already completed. The Earth mankind will admit for my super intelligence. Your god I am. I am your ruler.
That's not even...
Finally I woned, and now no one can obstructed me. Oh dear, what a dire situation. Who can possibly fix it? Oh, I know. Cash Banuka and King Chicken. Crash.
No, not King Chicken.
Go to rescue will sort on a cosmos that super hardship in of living to work properly. Okay. Then we see some flapping paper, then we see a dead whale fly across the screen, and then whoa! There's the title screen. 2003 Crash 2 The Huge Adventure on the Game Boy Colon. Off to stage 1 we go then.
The Game Boy Colon. I didn't get that version.
Now this is a story all about how I caught Ebola and then I died. This isn't Crash Bandicoot. It's my granddad in his sweatpants on his way to the tool shed. You can do everything Crash can do in this game. You can jump and you can spin. You can't spin, and your mission is to travel through the jungle, kill all of the My Little Pony puppies, and collect Wumpa Fruit by breaking boxes. Or by breaking the same invisible box forever until you die, and then you wake up again and wish you were still dead, and then eat your own face and die. Check it out, you can even crouch
got a
in this
bit personal there.
This is great. Who needs a bucket and mop when you've got Crash's mouth? Oh wait, oh god, I can't stand up. Why can't I stand up? Why am I still crouching? There's an enemy coming for me. What am I supposed to do? Get out of the way, get out of the way!
Well...
Is that a dead beaver? What is that? Tell me, Gammy Dewar. Okay, let's try this again. See, I'm doing much better this time. I even got a crystal. Look at that. Let's pick it up.
Yeah. They couldn't hold it in.
Fine.
They couldn't hold it in.
This is fine. I'm okay. It's only Crash Bandicoot with a sawn-off shotgun. Nothing to see. This is good, actually. He went from looking like my granddad running for the garage to my granddad going duck hunting with his shirt off. I mean, the gun itself is totally worthless since you can't shoot downwards and every enemy is too small to hit, like the dreaded fiendish rabbit. But this image alone makes it all worth it. Oh, cool. A platform. Is this the end of the level? No? Why aren't you moving? What do I do? Can I go back? No. Well, I can get behind the waterfall and go... But I can't jump back up to the start of the level and I can't reset the level. I'm completely stuck. Is this the end of the game? Did I win? Did it break?
Yes, to all.
Call now and receive a free toaster for your sandwich.
Oh my god!
This is Crash Advance 4 on the Game Boy Advance, and from the offset, this is some disappointing cover art. From a distance, you'd actually think it was the real thing, and that sucks. Crash doesn't even have his nipple knees, and it gets even more disappointing
the
when
nipple
you start the game
knees.
because it looks really normal too, aside from the slightly lawsuity music. There's something strange in your neighborhood. How do you get the call?
Wait a minute.
Policeman. Level
Wait
1,
a minute.
Dreamlike Water City. And The environment is fine. The enemies are taken straight out of other Crash GBA games. Crash himself doesn't look like an orange toilet with suspenders on. What could there possibly be to talk about? Well, how about this? Where the hell am I going? Where am I landing? Where are the pits? Where are the enemies? I have no clue because everything is too zoomed in. Oh, and by the way, this isn't a special attack or anything. Crash just throws shit now, and it's bright blue because he's crying his own tears since his own face up here makes him cry. You better stop crying though and keep yourself hydrated, Cash, because this place you're in has like 5 million suns. Whenever you think you've seen the last one, another one pops in. How is everything here not a liquid? Oh, does this mean that I can get my Bandicoot medium rare? All you do here is run, jump, play bowling.
I mean, that's how I feel outside when it's like during the summer.
That wherever you jump doesn't immediately end with you falling into a pit and dying instantly. But it doesn't matter how much you pray, you will keep falling. Your god does not listen. There is a way around this though. Whenever you throw things, you freeze in midair. So whenever you want to make your jump a big old longy, you can keep it going basically forever.
Wait a minute.
Wherever you want, nice and
Okay,
safely.
wait a minute.
Give me 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
You want to see?
Okay, to be fair, I could see speedrunners using that because in non-bootleg AI made video games, that I could see that being used for some type of speedrunning. To be fair.
Something weird. Even if you die and start the level over again, whenever you kill this specific enemy, the music completely changes. And why is that?
Your mom!
No.
Oh. What's going on? Why has it gone quiet?
Uh-oh.
Is this a creepypasta? Is
Uh-oh.
this cashbanuka.exe? Is it
Uh-oh.
because I got this game from that man who lived in the rubbish?
Oh my god.
Is there maybe a jump scare? Where's Squidward? I couldn't get
This is
past
taking
level
a turn.
1. I tried at
A
least
dark
twice. I
turn.
give up easily, but it's just too hard.
Also,
It controls
again,
like
my dude,
God.
the neighbors.
Not to mention, the game is quite obviously horrible, which is extra sneaky because the way the cartridge looks and the way the game itself looks gives you the impression that it might at least be a tiny bit decent. But no, in the end, it's just as pleasant as finding a nasty surprise on your foot.
What?
What? There's something on my
That's
other
one way to
foot
find
now?
out, I
How
guess.
dirty is this floor? Hello, I'm
Oh, here we go. Here we here we go.
And I'm here to tell you that this video has been sponsored by Epic Games because Fall Guys
Neighbors
has
need a
now
warning
gone free
system.
to download and
Right? I
play
think he needs to
across
get
the
like
PlayStation, Switch, Xbox,
he needs to get like, you know those sometimes those rooms where it's like they're recording something like music or voiceovers or whatever. They'll have like lights on the little studio area, the little room where they do the recording, and it'll be like this big ass bright red light most of the time. He needs to get one of those, all right, but make it like a Batman symbol type of situation, and just have it like full on in the sky, so the whole neighborhood will see, like the whole country will see, all right, just to be sure. The whole world. All right. Yeah, and ramen? You're not sharing? Actually, I think we have ramen somewhere.
There are still extra items you can purchase with your own money.
At this point, you must all know what Fall Guys is, and it's treasured all over the world for not being frustrating at all and being beloved by absolutely everybody.
Oh yeah, the Fall Guys thing for Final Fantasy. I forgot about that, Phoenix.
No, I didn't say those things. What are you talking about? Shut up!
Well, it's very lucky then that my past thoughts no longer apply because the game is free to play now.
With this new June 21st launch, there is even a new online season called Free For All, with new rounds, shows, costumes, gameplay situations, and the added bonus of cross-platform play and cross-progression to keep your old save data updated on every console, like when you share your granddad's teeth with all the food still stuck in them. Plus, if you played Fall Guys at any point before June 21st, you get awarded a new legacy pack with a load of stuff like a veggie dog
You won
costume,
a few
feisty
times
dwarf
too.
costume,
Nice,
and a
Phoenix.
season
Nice.
pass for season 1. So don't delay, head to the description and download and play Fall Guys across all platforms today. And it's across all platforms because when you play the game, you're across all platforms. Oh, there's a cornflake in here.
Right, so
my
Nintendo have
God.
failed us, but have no fear, because Sega are here to sweep us off our feet with Crash Bandicoot Mega Drive. And I, for one, have a lot of faith in this one. I mean, after all, Crash and I go way back. We're so in sync.
Holy.
That was good.
The cartridge
Oh my
of this is
God,
once again
no.
thoroughly disappointing. Everything is spelled correctly. It's an official render of Crash.
also just
it has
like those real
balloons,
Fall
and come on,
Guys.
who doesn't love balloons? Hey, where's Crash
I wonder
gone?
if they still have like a cheating problem.
Hello, who have we got to thank for this game then? Ah, I see, KDS, which of course stands for
Kids, Dad's playing a new game. Come and see. Oh my God, were you just sick?
Okay, we've got a sketchy title screen. Okay, we've got some words. I think that's what they are.
Yeah, that
What
looks
does
like
Google Translate think it says? Dr. Cortex kidnaps the cream girl
Uh,
Theone in order for
wha-
the cream to fill his Ilovi. Yep, I don't need to see anymore. Bye! Then the game starts up and... This is just
I don't know
Zero the
about that
Kamikaze
Google
Squirrel.
Translate
No,
moment.
I'm not trying to make a
I don't know
comparison
about
joke,
that.
even though they are extremely funny. I mean, this is literally just Zero the Kamikaze Squirrel for the Sega Genesis. It's more of a ROM hack than anything, and even with that being said, it's a terrible one because the only hacked parts I could see were that you are a little bit sunburned, and instead of throwing ninja stars, you throw apples, because we all know how Crash Bandicoot loves his apples. Yes, they're apples. No, they're not what you think they are. They're apples. The conspiracy theories have to stop. They are apples. You're wrong. Crash Bandicoot on the Mega Drive told me so.
oh well then.
Alex Joe. I can't say anything interesting about this. It isn't Cash Banuka. It's a squirrel named after how many shits I give about him. So
Wait a
Nintendo
minute.
have failed us. Sega have failed
Wait a minute.
us.
That one wasn't even
So
really
in
a bootleg. That was literally just someone put a ROM in. They put a ROM of an actual game and then slapped Crash Bandicoot on it, and that was it. So it's not even a proper bootleg. It's it was a lie.
These dire times, where can one turn to? This way? Or this way? Whoa! Oh! Screw me! It's the real life, actual
Uh-huh.
Colin! Whoa! What's
Whoa!
that? There's one more Crash Bandicoot bootleg that I forgot to talk about? Whoa! What will I do without you and your smell?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay, more accurately, there's one more Nintendo Crash bootleg that isn't actually on a Nintendo console, but is based off of NES code and dumped alongside dozens of other NES games on this thing here, the Family Karaoto, an
Oh my
entire
God, the
knockoff
pixels.
console only sold in Brazil. It looks like a slim PS1, it has a gun,
Of
and it
course,
has
Brazil.
teeth, my ideal spouse. And if you can find any of these things to buy online, then you're a better human than me, because I scoured for ages looking for somewhere to buy one safely, but all I could find were the company's Facebook page, a load of sketchy photos taken with an old pair of trousers, and a baby made of lard. This is starting to creep me
Well,
out. Basically, wherever I look,
it's a bit
I could
sketchy
not
wetchy.
get this console itself. Which is honestly a huge blow to my ego, because if I was able to find a fully boxed Japanese PS1 Winnie the Pooh
Oh, yeah,
microphone
that thing.
controller and a PS1
Fucking
memory
hell.
card floppy disk adapter, I have absolutely no excuse for this.
Floppy disk.
Either way, on this special little device is a huge collection of illegal copies of 8-bit Nintendo games, including all the classics you'd expect, like Mario, Kirby, Mega Man, Alien 3, Nuts, Milk, Arabian,
Wait a
and
minute.
Door Door.
Hold
But
up.
even
Back up.
better, it also
Let's
has
go-
a Crash
wait.
Bandicoot game.
Let's
that
not
is
just fly by that
completely
one. Wait a
original
minute.
And only available on this console. Unless you do a little bit of digging on foreign websites and find yourself a website. And find a website where someone from Portugal decided to take the console and rip all of the games that are on it individually and upload
No,
them for you
Nuts
to
and Milk
download.
was not on my
Yes, ladies and gents, this game we're
Christmas
going to
wish
emulate.
list of
And that makes me
my childhood.
cool.
No.
Crash, are you reaching for me? Are you reaching out to touch my heart? This game isn't hideous. It's playable. I'm
Nice.
speechless. But I'm gonna talk anyway. This is basically an 8-bit Crash game. What else is there to say? It looks like Crash, you've got the moves like Crash. There's
No,
one
no,
more for
it's
its
pretty
boxes.
fun.
The stages end and bring you to new stages. I was actually able to finish this game, if you can believe it. Sure, it only took me 4 minutes and 51 seconds, but I did it. Crash, I would do anything for you in those leather
Oh
hot
my-
pants. Sadly, it is
God.
still a bootleg. It runs like a waste disposal unit. You can't spin while jumping. You change races when you die. And most of the
What?
time, it isn't so much like you're playing a game and instead more like you're watching your nan fall over in the kitchen. But damn it, I
No!
wouldn't be surprised if
Grandma,
you told me
no.
this was an 8-bit Crash Bandicoot fan project, not a weird Brazilian bootleg. Don't you just love it when choppy games like this struggle to load anything at the edges of the screen and it just shows you a load of garbled stomach acids and random colors? Running forward is always a surprise. You never know what's going to materialize from the edge next, like Crash's worst enemy, the salamander. Crash Bandicoot
Not the
NES has not left me
salamander.
disgruntled. I'm gruntled. And if you can believe it,
Gruntled, okay.
that is the last
Okay.
Crash bootleg that the internet seems to know about. Yeah, no kidding. I swear, I've seen Sonic bootlegs and Mario bootlegs by the dozens over the years, but I guess Crash just never reached that level of rip-off ability. Guys, Crash Bandicoot is good enough. He deserves to be stolen.
Oh my god.
There's
Uh,
What? What do you mean?
there are Crash bootlegs that no one else has spoken of.
Oh, forbidden bootlegs?
games.
Yes.
Oh no.
Yes. Well then, hot diggity. It
What the
turns out
fuck
that
just
there's more
happened?
games to see, even though we all thought it was over. So you know what that means? Yes, everyone, it's time for yet another Caddicarus bounds round. Yeah, my
Oh my
phone was
God.
just in the other room. Yeah, believe it or not, I couldn't find anyone online talking about these illegal rip-off games on smartphone stores, so allow me to pop the lesion. Let's start off with this gem, Crash
excuse you.
Fox Skate Runner, developed by Crash Bandicoot himself. You can enjoy this Crash
Wow,
Fox skating
Crash
games
Bandicoot
and cube rock
himself
games
just
by simply
branched out.
controlling your players that is
Getting
stand
into
upon
the
rolling
mobile
cylinders
games.
in Sky Roller games. Do you need help? App Privacy, the developer
Crash Bandicoot
Crash
himself.
Bandicoot indicated that the app's privacy practices may include handling of data as described below. Crash Bandicoot is going to steal my location data! I can't wait any longer. Let's play.
Wait, aren't these just... Isn't this just... Wait a minute, hold on. Give me a second.
Can I get...
Hold on, I don't mean to interrupt. But wait a minute. It already looks like those generic ass copy paste games that I keep seeing advertised fucking all the time whenever I'm on my phone or an ad pops up for some reason and it's about a mobile game. It's always the same ones. They just have reskins. They just like look slightly different, but it's basically the same fucking thing. It's just copy paste shit. Like sometimes they don't even bother trying to cover up the fact that it's basically the same game. Oh, there's a game that was actually made with the fake game, so you could.
some tissue paper?
No!
Hey, if I can't get some tissue paper, then we're gonna have an issue paper! Well, that was fun, wasn't it? Crash Fox Skate Runner is a game where you swipe left and right to steer the classic PS1 mascot Crash Fox while he walks on top of Pringles, you know, as he's known to do. If you don't collect enough yellow to get over the gaps, you fall and die, which happens extremely frequently because there simply isn't enough yellow to drive into. There's nothing else to say other than it's perfectly. And then you get rewarded with an ad for Train Station 2, sequel to the critically acclaimed best game ever, Train Station 1. Wait a second. I got a voucher for Tesco's! Well, that was disgusting.
Oh my
What have we got
God.
next? Here it is. It's Crazy Fox Adventure in Time. It doesn't look like Crash at all, but this is what came up when I searched for him on the App Store, so I'll have to take their word for it. Crazy Fox Adventure in Time is a 2,5D platformer inspired by classic PSX games. It features low poly graphics, 2 different ways of character
That reminds me, I
steering,
need to get
time
that,
of the day, and I guess the guy who
need
wrote
to
this
get that
got
one
interrupted
indie
and
train
killed by
game.
rabbits, with this being his final call for help. The game has
It's on my
one
Steam wish
rating,
list, but I gotta see if it's
and
on
it's
sale.
1 out of 5. Excellent. Let's give it a look then. Say that, lady. Can I have your number? So
Yeah.
I can ring you and tell you how vile you are? Right, so we need to get things crystal clear. This is not inspired by classic PSX games. This is a classic PSX game. It's called Crash Bandicoot. Ever heard of it? It's a great game. It has a warp room with level pads to
No,
stand
not
on,
that,
wooden
not the
boxes with
horror one.
symbols on
Although,
them,
yeah, I do
crystals
still need to
collect,
play
red
it.
TNT crates, green nitro crates, spinning, crouching and slide jumping, and not being able to jump on top of enemies without dying. I highly recommend it. It's a classic. So yeah, take Crash Bandicoot side-scrolling levels and just make it not as good. That's what Crazy Fox Adventure in Time is. It's not awful at all. It works, but it just makes you wish you were playing an actual Crash game instead, which is as close to a compliment as I can get. Why does Crash Bandicoot keep wanting me to play Train Station 2? Oh, it even has this vehicle segment where you're on rollerblades and can't stop moving, but it controls like arse, it's totally impossible, it isn't interesting, and it's as fun to deal with as Taco Bell Bumwee. Hello? There was no one there. Next up, we've got Zombies Run.
I was scared for a second there.
Crash Bandicoot. Drive ahead through the zombie highway in a race to save your family. Arm yourself with an arsenal of powerful weapons. And is this a joke? Are you okay?
Wait a
having
minute.
A fever? Is your house on fire? Do I need to call the heat ambulance? I'm not so sure about this, but let's give it a look anyway. Allow Zombies Run to track your activity across other companies' apps and websites.
No!
Right then, here we go. Zombies Run Kill. Oh, it changed its own name. That's good. I understand it. Level 1. Damn, guys, I feel just like a kid again. Playing Crash Bandicoot on my PlayStation. Look, it's got the taxis and the school bus and the machine gun. And don't forget, you better run
nostalgia.
over every zombie you come across, though, because if you don't, then they'll jump onto your car.
Yeah, I remember this Crash level 2,
By the
Yuko.
way, the truck here is impossible to steer. Look at this. What the hell am I supposed to do here? Stop it! Then all of a sudden, out of completely nowhere, we get my favorite cutscene in all of the Crash Bandicoot games. The bit in the cafe starring Robbie Williams, and he signs something which makes this woman lose her goddamn mind.
There you go.
What'd you do that for? Oh, you ruined it!
Look, man, if you're gonna do a sponsored ad, you're going to upset people, so at least do it right.
Excuse me, can I ask you a favour? It's not for me, it's for my mum.
Hello, I'm Ronce Williams.
Oh, come on now. I've been playing for all
God.
of 90 seconds and you want me to rate the game? Fine. If you're asking for it, you're getting it. 1 star. Write a review.
Oh no. Too much power in his hands right now.
Title. Cortex is too hard. This game is so hard that it made me scratch my scalp off my pretty head. Time to send and... Enter a nickname. Okay.
Oh no.
Halal meat. This nickname is taken. Enter another and try again.
The nickname is taken.
Called themselves halal meat.
Okay, fine. Halal meat 5,000.
That's fucking
Done.
hilarious.
Thanks for your feedback. You're not welcome. Well, hey, if I can give this game at least 1 point of praise, Zombies Run is free to play. And believe it or not, can't believe I'm saying this again, those are the only Crash bootlegs that I could find on the iPhone App Store. Yeah, it's depressing, isn't it? But that's okay. Just means I need to steal an Android phone from one of my kids. Oi, give me your phone.
Okay.
Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. That phone, not
The
phone.
fucking landline.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Wait, what do you mean goodbye?
Well,
Oh yeah,
Well-
my bases are now all covered. I have all the power. And just like that classic quote said, with great power...
no.
The first thing we're going to look at is wallpapers for Crash HD 4K. Nice and simple. Let's give it a look.
Wait, what's happening? Telephone.
Maybe the games themselves are better, so I'll download a few proper ones and we'll be right as rain. Don't make me eat my words, Android. Although saying that, I might just eat them anyway because they're very nice. But kids, don't just stop there. Why don't you make it a complete breakfast and sprinkle it with some of the fluff from your couch? Because we'd rather have a bowl of embedded pet hair. So the first proper game we're going to be looking at is Crash Bandy. Hang on.
Wow, I'm Jump, just like Crash Bandy.
I said that.
Uh-oh.
Make this? Time to start the game.
Oh no!
You know what? I don't want to play games on YouTube
When you
anymore.
bec-
I want to be
when you
an
become
animal
the
fact
monster
channel. Did
without
you know
even
that
realizing
the
it?
zebra eats grass, lives for up to 25 years, and is one of the few mammals that can actually see in color? No, I did not know this. And there's more. Did you know that the giraffe eats leaves, lives up to 25 years, and... Challenge. A giraffe's tongue is over 50 centimeters long. Can you find something in your house that's the same length? Yes.
Oh, for fuck's sake, what is that? Don't even.
Tapeworm. So yeah,
Don't
Crash
eat- oh my
Bandy on
God.
Android, a game where crabs slide on oil,
Not
you walk
the
into crates to make
tapeworm.
them fall apart, you jump on bouncy boxes without ever moving your legs, and Aku Aku is bold. Oh, hole. A shit. Well, I just broke the only box I could use to get around it, so what do I do now? Well, of course. Well, hey, at least they managed to steal the Crash Bandicoot staples like TNTs. Oh, okay. Should I spin it? I'm gonna spin it. This game's too good for this Earth. Have it, God! Yeah, that game was pretty good, but I've got to say, the worst part of it was the title. Come on, guys. Work on your grammar. And maybe even work on your grammar. Maybe the next game we check out will be better, and surely they can at least spell it right. Crush Bandy Fox Adventure.
Well,
Caddy, you gotta come out for that.
Well, you know what? You should never judge a book by
I
its
felt
cover
that.
unless it's
I
this
felt
one. Let's
that.
give it a look. Well, the game doesn't load. I tried multiple times to get it working, but it just kept crashing right as it opened up. All I get is half a second of a quaint little cabin and an orange hairy truck, then it stops immediately. I can't play
It's
this
all you
one,
really
and that
need,
makes
really.
me sick. All right, fine. Let's try another one, like Super Crash Battle Adventure. Right, so at first, this game also refused to load, and I was really disappointed because how could you not want to see what is beyond this gorgeous title screen and the game logo in Times New Roman? I kept pressing start, but
Oh,
nothing was
fancy.
happening. I was starting to get really pissy, and not the warm kind, but then all of a sudden, after press number 72, we get the PSP version of Crash of the Titans.
Ah, the magical
That
number.
is all that this is. A direct port of the PSP version of Crash of the Titans, but interrupted every 60 seconds with an ad for Victoria's Plums. I mean, if you ever wanted to play the PSP version of Crash of the Titans with touch controls and constant adverts, then you're all set. What? Is that not enough? Well, how about a fast forward button to make the game sound like death? Crash Tiki's Choice. It's like the Teen
Speedrun
Choice
mode
Awards, except culturally
activated.
insensitive.
Boom down B.
Now this game is a single button. Yeah, that's it. Make a question, then touch the tiki mask. Okay. How do I become more attractive? Eat fruit! Can I command an army of angry bats? Anything is possible if you try. Oh, you know what? This thing isn't too bad. What should we ask now? How many spoons of sugar is best for a cup of tea? Eat fruit! Oh, okay. We were doing so well. Right, let's go heavier. How do we solve world hunger? Eat fruit! How do I lose weight? Eat fruit! How do I gain weight? Eat fruit! When am I allowed back in the rowing club? Eat fruit! How do I grow fruit? Eat fruit! How many babies am I legally allowed to step on? Ooga booga! Oh, screw this fool. I'm gonna ask Ooga Ooka for his advice. When is the best time to take pasta off of a boil? What is the cure for AIDS? That's not my problem.
Well.
Crash Tiki's Choice. You know, I wish it was like the Teen Choice Awards. At least we'd have a sponsor.
Hello everyone, my name is Uncle Funkle and my favourite snack is knobbly brown thing on a stick.
Oh, that.
It's not shit.
Next up is Bandicoot Tower, a game where you tap on the screen to put one box on the screen to build a box tower and hope to God that the next box appears above your current box because there's no pattern or rhythm to where the next box is going to appear. And by the way, nothing seems to happen if you keep building all over the place, so feel free to tap the screen over and over again like... Oh. Hi there.
Well, hello.
Old. Next up we have
What?
Coco Crash Adventure Rescue.
Rude.
Jumming Mission. Jumming Mission. What the hell is jumming?
Oh, you know, jumming. What the
I know
fuck?
what it is, let me tell you about it.
No. Let's beat it out then. Oh, shit off. Do half of these games not even
Shit
load?
off.
I don't get it. Why would you spend any time making a game only to put it on an app store and not even have it start? Look, it just doesn't go. I'm trying. Go, jumping mission. Go. I want to jump. To give them credit, though, they so nearly got the title correct. They were so close. It's like if the new Duke Nukem game was called Duke Unkempt. Or if the Dire Straits were called the Diarrhea.
Well, perhaps the
Oh
next
my-
game we
not
look at will have a
that.
completely
Not
normal
that.
title that makes perfect sense and is spelled correctly. Crash the Fox Bandy. I got tuberculosis.
Your favorite Hogwild, Crash the Fox Bandy, is back. Oh, I can't wait.
He's
Actually, before we
back.
get into the game, I have to ask, how many of these bootleg dumps are there on Android? There's none on iPhone, none on Nintendo, none on Sega. They're all on here. I'm more shocked than that Ethiopian kid that went to a water park.
Do you know what Crash the Fox Bandy is? Oh, sorry, I mean Crash the V2 Bandy. I guess that's his engine size. Well, it's Subway Surfers. Yeah, that's all it is. It's an endless runner game for your phone, like Temple Run or even Crash
It's
Bandicoot on the Run if
literally
you want to
every-
get, except in
Okay,
this game, you're
again.
controlling a blind
It's copy paste. It's copy paste every single time. It's all they're doing. They just slap a different type of skin on it, call it something slightly different, and then call it a day. That's it.
blinding yellow fox in a baby onesie melting through the floor, and when the fox bandy gets caught, the racially questionable tribal men chasing you start making cowboy
Not
noises.
racially questionable. Oh no.
Because why pick a side in the American Indian Wars when you can have both? And then all of a sudden there's a lovely ad that says how not to kill a plant.
So you're saying you don't like it?
I'm just about ready to cut off my own arms at this point, so before I go, I'm going to take a look at one more Android game that I was able to download and get working. And it's called Super Crashing Bird. Time is nearly up and my pants are nearly down, so let's get this over with.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's it. Everyone, we've ascended.
Just-
Life could cease tomorrow and we'd all be happy. The crossover
That's-
to defeat
that's
Avengers
Crash Bandicoot,
Endgame finally
made by
happened.
AI.
Crash Bandicoot and Angry Birds. From what I was able to stomach, this is basically the first Crash Bandicoot game remade entirely with this thing, some of the floatiest, gassiest controls I've ever seen, and boxes with the troll face on. 'Cause that's what the kids are into these days. My queen. At the very least, I was hoping for this bird to look slightly tasty because it's making me hungry.
how's the
but that's
neighbors
not a
doing?
bird,
Are
it's
they
a
okay?
hairy hemorrhoid. This isn't a bird I'd like to cook.
What? You don't like eating birds? What are you? A vegetarian?
I mean, look at it.
Not a
Look at it.
vegetarian.
You want me to explain why
Not
this is
that.
bad? You want me to sit here and explain in depth in a 3-hour critical analysis about Super Crashing Bird? You have eyes, right? And if you don't have eyes, well, I'm not even sorry, because if you're playing this, you
Sure
don't
they're
want them.
fine
Let
or
this be a warning to
evacuated.
every parent all over
Either
the
or,
world.
you know.
If your kid asks for a Crash Bandicoot game and you're so cheap that you just download this on their phone for free, don't give that phone back to them, because they will grab you and they will kill you.
Oh! No! Don't do it! I'm so sorry!
What the fuck?
No!
What the?
No! Don't take me away!
Oh my god.
No more Crash Bandicoot bootlegs.
That went.
Kind of sad,
That went
isn't
a
it?
little
I was
weird.
expecting to go on a
Okay.
lot longer than this, but I guess Cash Banuka never made that much of an impact on the bootleg world. But still, only
Well, I
these
mean-
3 cartridges exist? Give me a break.
To be fair, I think a lot of the phone ones, they usually get taken down, especially in the early days. They got taken down a lot. And then usually after a while, it's like only a few of them will stick around. So I'm not surprised. They used to get flooded with bootleg shit, everything.
That's pathetic. Could I at least get one more physical Crash Bandicoot bootleg to look at for this video? What's that? There is one more physical bootleg? Are you sure about that, Coddy?
Oh my
Coddy
god!
knows his stuff. Apparently, we need to get in the car
What
and find
an
this sad old man
abomination.
inside this sad old man, inside this sad old man, inside this. And he said we'll know when we find it because apparently this bootleg is the size of a man. That
Wait.
doesn't sound right.
Oh my fucking god.
Wet.
Well, it turns out he is right. The next bootleg is actually man-sized because it's a tissue because it's a gambling machine only available in UK pubs, and its name is Cash Bandicoot.
Oh, for... God damn it.
And you know how I know about this?
Damn
Well,
it.
it's an interesting story. A friend of mine called Wayne went away from our city a few years ago to go on an internet installation job and found this gambling machine in a bar he was visiting. He took a picture of it and sent it to me recently, and I went, ha 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 ha. And then it got me interested in figuring out what it is and where it came from. So I did some Googling and ended up on a Reddit thread about rip-off video games and found this picture of an advertisement for the machine. First of all, it mentioned the company that sold the machine, RLMS Sales, so I decided to Google them and see if I could buy the machine myself.
We went down a Crash Bandicoot
one-star review, and it was permanently closed forever, so I guess they weren't able to keep their business afloat with Cash Bandicoot. But oh, what's this? The image mentioned all the pubs around the UK that the machine was available to purchase for, but as you can see from this map, the UK has more pubs than blades of grass, so knowing which exact pubs around the country could possibly have this machine in them would be an impossibility. Until my good friend Wayne then decided to go through his hotel booking emails around the time he remembered taking that photo because he didn't remember exactly what pub it was and where in the UK it was, which then led him to figuring out it was the outskirts of Manchester, meaning we had to then narrow down which pub it could possibly be around and about that particular hotel. And after ringing up the hotel directly and blankly asking them if they were the ones who owned the machine, and let me tell you, it's incredibly upsetting ringing up a hotel to ask them if they just so happen to have a gambling machine with a Hawaiian orange rat on it. They said they were pretty sure it was them and asked if the photo he took had any reddish beigey coloured walls in the background, and yes it does. So then she confirmed on the phone that it was that bar in that hotel in the outskirts of Manchester.
Oh my God.
But sadly, I live 3 hours away from Manchester.
Oh, is that it?
So I drove there. Hello, I'm
I was about to
Dadface.
say, like,
welcome to my car.
I love how this is a thing I've seen a lot, is that it's like compared to in America when you do road trips, 3 hours is actually a short road trip. That's like not that far. It's not that far to go do something. That's like a mini road trip. Really? Really?
He's my son. You have to check he's clean. I just thought, Christ, why after all of this driving and getting to the hotel and finding the pub and all of this shit that we're doing, we get
don't go to Florida. Don't go to Florida.
And the machine
don't do it.
There. I know they said on the phone it was, but what if it isn't?
All right, calm down. Don't start huffing and puffing.
Don't tell me to start huffing and puffing. I'll start hissing and pissing.
Oh no, not the hissing and pissing.
Now I know what you're thinking. There's no way in hell that Caddy would drive all this way out in the middle of nowhere, far away from home, for the sake of one joke to look at one bootleg Crash Bandicoot gambling machine. Well, that's where you're wrong. There's a service station. We're at a service station. I don't know where it is exactly, because all of the road signs leading up to this point have just said the north in big capital letters, so it's somewhere north, which is where Manchester is. But that's where we are, and so I didn't get in the car and drive, and he's pretending to go to Manchester for this. No, here is a video of me at the road sign of the location where this pub supposedly is. Hello, Manchester. Hello, Caddicarus as well.
Station salad.
Yeah, there you go. There's proof there. That was from
lovely.
M&S Food, and it was sweet and crunchy.
Oh my!
Was it?
Yeah, it was old and mouldy.
Oh my!
You had to die of food poisoning in the north. The north! I didn't have any food because I wasn't hungry, thanks for asking, and then we managed to find the place.
We're on our way now. Oh, please be there. Please be there. That's the building. Please, please be there.
Right, okay, here we go. This is gonna look really weird, isn't it? I'm sorry, everybody. Gonna be around its corner. No. Oh, we've got some machines here. We've got some machines. They're not the ones. No. Okay.
Oh my god, this is so much. This is so much, you guys.
Mosey along here. No, that's not it either. Okay, I've been all over this goddamn pub now, and I really can't find it. I've even been in the family eating section, and I'm getting some looks that I can't even describe them. They are looks. They are
not the looks.
I didn't want to come out all this way for nothing, so I went to the bar and talked to some staff.
Hiya, this is a really weird question, so please forgive me.
I explained the situation to the lovely barman, asked him if he knew anything about this elusive
These things
Cash
are broken things
Bandicoot
this time.
gambling
I mean-
machine, and then he delivered some extremely bad news.
The pub actually change the machines out every 6 months.
Okay.
The walls repainted since then.
Oh God, really?
It looks like it's from a long time ago.
God, see, that's not what we were taught on the phone.
So yeah, it turns out that the lady we spoke to on the phone was off her nut. She had no clue what she was talking about. The gambling machine wasn't only not there, but hadn't been there for ages. But ultimately, I don't think it matters, because what else can I say about this other than it's a pub gambling machine that is only ever used by sweaty, round men that get totally blind drunk and leave all of the buttons greasier than Colonel Sanders' face. I did that whole trip. A 6-hour round trip. And what have I got to show for it?
Again, it's not really that.
A t-shirt that stinks of sweat and beer, a
It's not
stolen
really
phone
that
with
bad.
Crash the Fox Bandy on it, and a Game Boy Color game with Danny DeVito holding a shotgun. Dude, I just want a good birthday present this year. Is that too much to ask?
Yes.
Ooh! Door!
Oh, that's nice.
Holy fucking hell.
Hello. Oh, it's me! The best present I could have ever wanted.
Oh, for fuck off.
Please subscribe and don't forget to hit that bell. Okay, so we didn't manage to find the gambling machine, which is a big old piss off, but on the way home, I did manage to find where Spons lives when he hasn't got a sponsor to promote. Spons Lane!
No. No. Puppy. Hey, there, puppy. Hey, there, wait. Wait, the puppy. Did you puppy? Hey, the puppy. He's a cool puppy. No, don't cover up the puppy. Don't cover up the puppy. We're covering up the puppy.
Stan. If you nut in space, do it push you backwards?
Fucking hell. What the fuck? Yeah, dog was like, what? The dog is like in every video so far I've seen is usually giving some serious side eye. Like, wow, so that's a lot less bootlegs than I expected, but to be fair, like I said, when it comes to the mobile ones, I have no doubt that there was hundreds more back in the day before they like really started cracking down on that shit. Cause it's hard for them to get be taken seriously if you're literally just the front page is just filled with bootleg shit, everything. Copy paste everything. Yeah, that was a good one. Another good caddy video. I enjoyed it.